Well, Rip and I are at it again. We found a couple more. I shouldn't say a couple more. We found another addition that we're gonna add to the farm. Found another Coriani cow that was for sale. I'm pretty sure she's a heifer. The guy said that she's a cow, but I don't know if he really knows what he's talking about. But we're gonna go pick her up, and then we will take her home, run her through the chute, and give her a shot, band her horns, and put a brand on her. So anyway, come along with us. I know Rip's ripping to go. How's it going? Rip and I just got back with the new cow. She is actually a cow. I was surprised. She's just little. The guy had her first calf there, but he's selling to somebody else. So she's just small. I think she's probably bred too young for her first calf, which is going to stunt her just a little bit. That's okay. So let's get her unloaded and we'll process her real quick. Okay, she went right in the lead up alley and she's on the chute. Let's catch her real quick. It's always fun trying to do this on my own. Have to get creative how to do things. How to hold things, how to position things. Get it going. Okay, so as you can see, she's just a pretty young cow. She's not too ornery. You can see she's got fairly decent horns. So if they rope these Corianis, most of the time they'll tip these horns. So like the top inch or two will be cut off right here. So I don't think she's ever been roped. So we'll get a band on those horns, get an air tag in her, give her a shot, give her a brand, give her some Ivermectin, and get her turned out. Actually, so I'm going to, since she was just, the calf was just weaned today when I picked her up, she's going to be looking for a calf, so I'll probably keep her right here in the corral for 2 or 3 days, just so that she doesn't get out that way. She's not out in the pasture jumping fences or something. So anyway, let's get to work. I'm giving her a shot of 8-way to help with black leg and things like that. Just to help her so that she doesn't get anything that could make her sick while being out in the pastures. She's going to be my number 33 cow. So we're going to put that left ear. Just got to make sure you don't hit the... Easy. Them old horns will get you if you're not watching. My brand is the H hanging J, so it's an H with the J coming off the bottom. It goes on the right hip. So now we're going to put the bands on the horns. I'm going to reposition the camera so that you can see what I'm doing there. Okay, so these are the bands. It's just a little rubber band. Well, it's a fairly stout rubber band, but it's just a rubber band. We're going to try to get it all the way up against the base of the horn here, right up in here, so that it gets back up in there and cuts off circulation of the horn. So, let's see if we can do that real quick. It just goes in these spreaders, opens that band up. Well, she doesn't throw her head too much. It's not too bad. Get it up in there. Get it all the way up above the horn. Release that band. It's up in there. I'll do the other one, then I'll get a little bit closer up on them for you. Luckily, her horns aren't too big, so these bands go up over real nice. We got some cows that they had great big horns, so it was hard to get the band up over it without breaking the band. But you can see here how high that band goes. And the main thing is back behind here. You just want to get it on the soft flesh back behind the horn. So she's done there. Last thing I'll do is put some Ivamec on her. My aunt and uncle run quite a few yearlings, and they were working some yearlings, and they'd put some Ivamec on them first, and when they went to, they had a calf that was a little bit ornery. Didn't want to go up in the chute or down the feed alley, so I gave it a little shock with the hot shot, and since it already had the Ivamec on it, it quickly caught a little bit of flame on there because of the spark, but it didn't hurt the calf. It just kind of singed a little bit of hair. But anyway, so that's why I try to do the Ivamec last. It's just a back cord. Down the back, and that takes care of heartworms, lice, and biting animals that just annoy the cattle. So anyway, so she's done. She got an ear tag. She's got her 8-way shot. Usually I give all the cows a Vista Gold XL for the cows, or excuse me, VL5. But the problem is that stuff's expensive, and once you mix an amount, you have to use it within 3 hours. So for just one cow, I'm not going to do it until I work all of them this spring. Then I'll run her back through. Maybe just give her that, where the rest will get, the entire thing. So anyway, but she's done. We'll let her out and look at her for a second. There she is, number 33. Like I said, we'll just keep her in here for a bit. Let her get used to not having a calf. Her bag will tighten up because she'll still produce milk. But main thing is I just don't want her going and looking for that calf. I was going to show you that brand, what it looks like on the side of her. See if I can roll in here. There's the brand. H hanging J. Looks good. She's processed here in about 40 to 60 days. Those horns will fall off. so then she'll be like the rest of them and not have horns, so she won't be as lethal when she's pushing around other cows. It is a lot nicer to work them because they can't hook you. Some of those cows really know where their horns are at and know how to use them. But anyway, we'll let her settle in here. Maybe throw a little bit of hay so she kind of settles in for the next, well, hopefully the rest of her life. Okay, everything's cleaned up and put away from working the cow. I'm sure what most people want to see is the puppies and the goats. So let's go check on all of them here real quick. Hey, Coda. I know. Can we come in? You can go out and run for a minute. Let's check on the puppies. So I have been, during the day, since it's like 50-some degrees during the day, turning the heat lamp off. I just haven't done it yet today. Keep it on here for a second while we look at them, but they're all doing well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Sure are cute buggers. You see they got black masks, little black ears. These will all fade out to be more fawn color. They're doing well, they're getting active. Sure whining a lot more. They're pretty quick, their ears will open up if they haven't already. Hey, can I see your ear? It's not gonna let me. Oh yeah, their ears are starting to open up. It's fun when they start opening their eyes and more active and more interactive. Pretty fun. Coda's doing well. She's put a little bit of weight back on. I don't want her to put a whole lot of weight on, but she's doing well. Just found that horn that I found out in the pasture the other day. Hey, there's the tail I used to train Rip and soon these pups. Hey, come here, Coda. Good girl. Good girl. Sit down. Good girl. Doing good, huh, Mama? Rip's doing Rip. It's being annoying. Like a little pup should. And immediately Coda wants to go back in with her pups, which is good. That's why she's such a good mom. She's very attentive to those pups. Let's go look at the goats. Oh, they're cuddled up right here. Usually they're back in the back under the heat lamp, but they found a little spot where there's a little bit of sun. They decided to cozy up. They're doing good though. They're sucking a lot better. Had some issues with the nipples. I thought it was the goats being dumb, and goats are dumb, especially baby goats, but the nipples in the bottle weren't exactly cooperating. So once I figured that out, opened up those nipples a little bit and gave a little breather hole for the bottle. It worked so much better. So that's what we're doing now. 3 times a day. I read and heard some things that you're supposed to do like 4 or 5 or 6 times a day for baby goats. I've just done 3 times a day. They're drinking right around 10 to 14 ounces per feeding, so they're getting plenty of milk. They're doing good, they're active, they're healthy. I was a little bit worried there at the beginning just because it didn't seem like they were taking milk, but like I said, that was a nipple problem on those rubber nipples. otherwise, it's been a good Sunday. It's kind of finally some nice weather. Just 2 or 3 days of nice weather, but the wind is blowing a little bit right now, but not bad at all. But I bought some herbicide for the pasture, so I'll go out and spray that sometime this week, so that nothing's greening up yet, but it's right on the edge. If you can spray, put a layer of spray down early in the spring, you know, right as or right before the the weeds start to come up. Just so much easier to control them all winter, or all summer. But yeah, baby calves are doing good. Have 8 on the ground. I kind of expect, oh, actually that one might be looking for a spot to, no, she's not looking yet. There's 2 that I think that are real close to calving. So I'll try maybe to catch that on video if I can. Oh, she might be calving. She looks like she's going through contractions. Usually they'll kind of go find a spot off on their own, but she's right in the middle of all of them. Let me show you here. So she's that one right there. Like I said, she's in the middle of all of them, and she's kind of having contractions. Should be number 11. Yep, number 11. She's the one I thought would calve next, or the number 8 cow. Okay, well, there's a lot that happened today. Of course, picked up that new cow. Puppies are doing great. But I'm going to cut this video into 2 videos because the cow that I had a cow start having a calf, and I caught that on video. So I'm going to make that its own video, just so that I don't have one video that's super long. I'll cut it up into a little bit, 2 shorter videos. Anyway, thanks for joining. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a good night.